J-T-A-L. While I'm sitting here.
If you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. What's good, everyone? This your boy JTL, aka Out from the North 18, back with another one. Before I get started, make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell. So, Corey Holcomb had the brother Dewan B on the 5150 show to talk about his experience on Fox Soul and them playing the games, especially Tammy Mack. She had Synthetic G on the show, and then she had something on the show as well, pretending to be a woman, speaking up for black women. And black women didn't have no problem just because Cynthia G was okay with it, or those that listened to her, I should say, excuse me. But I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm gonna let Corey Holcomb do what he normally does and go in on the BS that they pulled over there at Fox Soul. So let's get
talk about. This is continued from last week. The show that I was talking about with the thing on there and the bitch always in disguise. We gonna get into that. But one of the brothers on the show was Dr. Umar, controversial brother. But to be honest, we love Dr. Umar, or I love Dr. Umar, because he does give information that can help the community. You can't take that away from him. Also, a guy who was on this show, it was a Fox News show, was the brother who was visiting today, brother Dewan.
Yeah, man.
I did not know you were on that same show.
Fox
Wow.
Soul.
They was on the show, and these are brothers who were there to speak positive about black culture.
They was asking us, the question was, are black men under attack in America?
Now that's what they came at you with to get you on the show.
They just said basically, Dr. Umar gonna be on the show. They didn't tell me anybody else was gonna be on the show. And the question is, are black men under attack in America? And I'm like, oh yeah, I could talk about that all day.
Right.
But you
let me set it up perfectly. Fox
Yeah.
Soul called my brother down there, brother Dewan, and I'm sure when they called Umar, he was with it too. Because that's something, if they call me with, a lot of the prestigious men who are in here today, because we got some real help the community type people in here. If somebody asked us that, we would be willing to go on that show.
all day.
But there's a but to it. This show is set up by Fox Television. Some of us know Fox Television to be notorious for not being allies of black people who are proud of themselves. Is it? I don't know. I'm trying to put it in the best way.
Yeah, black people who have a sense of pride about who we are. Even when you go on, because that's like about 5th or 6th time on Fox Soul. And it's like every time you go on and you gonna talk that real stuff, they got a twist in it for you. Sometimes they done spell the nigga's name wrong.
It's the Jerry Springer
It's always
show.
something.
It's the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah.
So what they did is they set up Dr. Umar and Dewan to come in, because when Dewan said what he was called for, you would think it was something positive. But when Dr. Umar and Dewan got to the show, I'm going to just let him tell what happened a little bit.
Man, what happened was...
And what was the host name?
Tammy Mack was the host.
What was her name one more time?
Tammy Mack.
She was up with the bullshit. You know that, right?
All I know is before the show, we on there like 30, 45 minutes before we go live. And everybody's exchanging pleasantries, saying hi, we doing the audio. They had plenty of time to tell us, okay, it's gonna be 3 men and a woman, but one of the men gonna be dressed like a woman. Right. They could have told us that. Yeah. They was like, so it's just gonna be you and Dr. Umar versus 2 women. They said it's gonna be versus 2 women. And then we saw Cynthia G, and then we saw what we thought was a woman. And the name was something Giselle. And I should have known something when I saw that Giselle name. You dig what I'm saying?
Put us up on game with the Giselle information you have gathered.
I realized this. I found this out after the show because I don't ever want to get caught in that situation again. I Googled this. I was like, Giselle. And I've heard these different stories about like trans people and Giselle. So I just Googled trans and Giselle, and I dare y'all do it right now on Google.
What?
Google trans and Giselle. You're gonna have like 20, 30 articles coming up with trans black dudes that name themselves Giselle.
It sounds like gay as hell.
yeah, gay as hell.
Well put, Marcus.
But a lot of these trans dudes is Beyonce fans. And so what I found out after the fact was these cats is like big Beyonce fans, and her like middle name or something is Giselle. So if you see a dude that kind of got a deep voice, or a woman that got a deep voice with the name Giselle, you're probably talking about a dude with a dick in a dress.
But some of them have perfected their voice where they can fool you.
And this one here, like that video you played last week, their voice was way deeper than on the show. On the show, that voice wasn't getting deep like that, because on these shows like Fox Soul, you speaking in these like 20-second sound bites. So you can fake it for 20 seconds at a time, 30 seconds at a time. But on that video you played last week, homie's voice got a hell of a. He was sounding like Teddy Pendergrass on that video, but in real life on the show, it was sounding like a woman.
This is the point that I want to make today. And I was so glad once I saw you on the show, Dewan, because I know how to get in touch with you. I wish I had a way to get in touch with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, please come to the 5150 show. We joke about you, but I know how much you speak quality information into the hood. You speak quality information in the hood. I would love for you to come on the show and chop it up with me. But so this lady, Tammy who?
Tammy Mack.
This villain named Tammy Mack set up Dewan and Dr. Umar to come on a show and talk to a man in disguise and a bitch that ain't never been seen without a disguise on. What is the bitch name?
Cynthia G. She had that bang over her eye like this.
Cynthia G. A crew.
Nah, I'm trying to comment. She's just a commentator with a bang.
She's a villain.
Yeah.
I have never, listen, this is what I want you to do. Watch that show we was talking about on Fox Television. She said nothing positive or nothing that would help the black community. The reason she was allowed on Fox Television is because they know she brings hate in her ways. One time, me and the bitch was at war. Thank you, 5150 Army. They ran the hoe up off me.
Hey,
I say hoe because the bitch got knocked up by one of her guests on her show and shit. Little young nigga got the pussy and shit. Even though that was kind of thirsty, my nigga. That bitch ain't never been seen without makeup, a wig on, and eyebrows on. But what I'm saying is, this is a hate monger. This bitch, Cynthia G, Fox places people on those shows to make the black heterosexual proud male look stupid. The woman Tracy Mack is up with the bullshit. She set up Dr. Umar and Dewan to come on there and argue with a nigga in makeup and a bitch that ain't never been seen in this world without makeup. If somebody got a picture of Cynthia G with no makeup on, I'll cash app you $100.
Ooh.
So you heard what Corey had to say. You heard what Dwan B had to say. He's also on the Craig Fact Show, which is a dope show as well. So make sure y'all be checking that out. Man, these are the type of games that they play. We got these feeble-minded females that happen to be black allowing someone who is not a woman by birth come and speak for them and play these games with these men, and then they wonder why, and I said this before, a lot of heterosexual males, especially black males, don't be around them and don't want to deal with them. It's because of those type of games. I already put the video out before with Hope talking all that trash about Dr. Umar, trying to have a I got you moment. And guess what? Now people finna go off on you moment. That's what you get. Synthetic G, we already know she fake. Corey didn't have problems with her, but shout out to the 5150 Nation. She had to leave that alone because they weren't playing that. Tammy Mack need to be ashamed of herself. And matter of fact, D exposes that Tammy Mack was hating on her. So y'all need to just go ahead and watch the whole clip. I got the clip in the description link. Make sure y'all go check out that whole video. It's hilarious. They always joking like they do over there at 5150. So y'all check it out. But man, we gotta be careful about these things. I ain't gonna speak on it too much. We already know what it is for us heterosexual black males. But for the black females and women out there, y'all better figure out something. Don't let them play games and speak up for you. Either you speak up for yourself or they gonna take your place where it's important. Like political policies getting passed and y'all ain't getting none. Why you got these white women out here making the stud king, the woman king, speaking for black females and bullshit lies that they doing? Y'all better be careful about that. This your boy JTL, aka Opposite from the North 18. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be back. Chill.